Next question, question number 2. Which of the following experiments have equally likely outcomes? Explain it. So what is equally likely and what is not equally likely? So you have to identify which are the following experiments have equally likely outcomes. Then if it is equally likely, you should explain why it is. I will tell you what is equally likely. Okay, we can start the first one. A driver attempts to start a car. The car starts or does not start. So, if you are reading this statement, a driver attempts to start a car, the car starts or does not start. It is not an equally likely. Why? Because as it is depending on the various factors such as whether the car will start or not, and the factor for both the conditions are not the same. Correct? If we are trying to start one car, maybe it has some issue, some technical issue, mechanical issue, then it will not start. So we cannot predict if it will start or not. Maybe it will depend on the weather. Correct? So we cannot predict the exact event that will happen after we are trying to start a car. So we cannot say that it is equally likely. So it is not an equally likely event. What is the reason? As it is depend on various factors such as whether the car will start or not, and the factor for both the conditions are not the same. So it is not equally likely. Next one. A player attempts to shoot a basketball. She or he shoots or miss the shot. How can we predict? If a player is attempt to shoot one basketball, maybe that player can shoot, correct? Sometimes the player will miss the shoot, correct? But we cannot predict. So it is not an equally likely event as it depends on the player's ability. Okay, some players are very good player, then they can shoot at the correct site, right? But some players are not good players, so there is a chance of missing, correct? So we cannot predict. It is depending upon the player's skill only. So we can call it is not an equally likely event as it is depending on the player's ability and there is no information given about that, because in this question it is not given if it is a good player or not. So we cannot predict the event. So it is not an equally likely event. Next question. A trial is made to answer a true or false question. So what is that? If you are getting a true or false question, okay, the answer is right or wrong. That is equally likely or not. Suppose if you are getting a question true or false, the answer is true. Okay. So if you are writing true, of course the answer is true. If you are writing false, of course the answer is false. But we can predict the answer. Either it is correct or it is not correct. Correct? So in these cases, we can say that it is an equally likely event because it is true or false question only. If it is a good student or weak student, whatever it is, if you are writing true, then the answer may be correct. If you are writing false, then the answer may be incorrect. So all the students are writing all these two answers only, either true or false. So we can say that it is an equally likely event. Okay. Next, a baby is born. It is a boy or girl. So of course it is an equally likely event, correct? Because we know that if a baby is born, either it is a boy or it is a girl. We will not get any other answer, correct? Either it is a boy or it should be a girl. So we have two answers, either boy or girl. We cannot say any other answer, correct? So we can say that it is an equally likely event. So out of these four, first two are not equally likely, last two are equally likely event. Okay, next question. Question number 3. Why is tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at the beginning of a football game? Whatever it is, football or cricket, most of the games we are doing tossing the coin, correct? For getting the first bat or first bowling, whatever it is, we are doing tossing, correct? Why we are consider this way? So there is a reason, because when we toss a coin, the possibility outcomes are only two. Like I said in the previous video, only two possible outcomes are there. Either it is head or it is tail. It will not depend upon the weather or other some other factors, correct? It is not depending upon all other factors. If we are tossing a coin, maybe we will get head, maybe we will get tail, but we cannot predict what will come, head or tail will come, that we cannot predict, correct? So when we toss a coin, the possible outcomes are only two possible outcomes are there, either tail or head, which are equally likely outcomes. So either tail or head means that is equally likely outcomes, correct? Therefore the result of an individual toss is completely unpredictable. We cannot predict the head will come or the tail will come, that we cannot predict. That is the reason we are choosing this tossing coin before the game starting, correct? So this is the reason.